let's see. We could chop down some trees, couldn't we? These trees out here we don't need. Let's go for objects. Dismantle object. Dismantle them trees. There we go. And that'll give us a nice injection of funds. Relatively quickly. Sell object. There we go. Sell them trees. Prison architect. Also, logging camp simulator. Okay. Took it to the exports, okay. Did I sell them all? Yes. So, there we go. That gives us some funds to finish off the kitchen. Fridge. Now, I never know which way around they go. So that can go there like that. Ideally, we need another fridge, so that one can go there like that. Another cooker like that. And we might as well have another sink like that. Then make sure everything's powered, which they won't be for the moment. And watered. Small pipe. That sounds like we've just lost power. Which we have. Goodness me, that power didn't last very long because of those cookers. Object, no, utilities. Capacitor. We can afford one more. Ideally, we need another one more. But then we're nearly done with that, so we'll get some funds from the... where's the yard gone? We'll get some funds from the job that we... the contracts, the grants, that's it. We need to build that wall. And we need to hire the initial staff, which will be 2 guards. And we can't afford the guards. That's a good start, isn't it? A prison where we can't afford the guards. Did we place that yet? We did. Okay, so we need to switch these back on. Power is back on, and yeah, we're not got a very high capacity for power, but there we go. Water is flowing. Hot water, cold water, hot water, cold water, blah, 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 blah. Everything is okay. Looking good. Looking good. Looking short on funds, but looking good. Let's dismantle that tree because it's actually in the way. And it gets us some funds. Actually, we can do the offices, can't we? That'll give us the other funds that we need. Office. One there. One there. And then office desk. We'll have one there, one there. And a chair. One there, one there. A filing cabinet. One there. And one there. And they probably need some lights. One there. I can't afford... oh, there we go. I couldn't afford the light then. That was worrying. And we'll have another light. We can't afford it. Okay. We also need to hire the warden, and he's going to cost us money, isn't he? $1,000. Ouch. Let's sell those logs. Gives us 150. That means we can at least do the lights outside their offices. And maybe give them some power? Is that going to be... if I come out there... where can I get to? There. Okay. Sell some more trees. Where are we going to be building eventually? See, that's all in the yard. It's quite nice to have trees in the yard. Mind you, do we want trees in the yard? Yeah, I suppose we do want trees in the yard, don't we? So let's dismantle these trees, because we'll probably end up building here. And then we can sell those, and everybody's happy. No one can throw any contraband into the yard, which is good, because it's all fenced off. Okay, so we've only just about done this with enough funds to actually finish what we're doing. Come on, there we go. There we go, there we go. Yeah, So I planned it a little bit too big. But there we go. We've got some funds now. So now let's make sure we've actually got all our staff. We need the other guard. We need 2 cooks. There we go. And then we get a cash injection from our grant. We also need a warden. And he is going to need electricity. That should be both those grants done. Oh no, because we need to actually unlock finance and hire an accountant. And then that one will be done. So it's time to open up our prison to some people. Let's go for intake. We can't actually hold... We haven't got any actual cells as such, but we can hold like some people in here. Should we put some beds in there? Could we put some bunk beds in there? Can we put bunk beds in a holding cell? I don't know. Let's try it. 1, 2. I don't know if they will actually work as beds, but later on we can just move them. There we go. So that's 8. Let's bring in 8 prisoners. So total prisoners. Let's just have medium security for the moment, and we'll bring in 8. However, let's pause it. Let's go to extras. Names in the game. There we go. There I am. Elliot, not Eric Bristow. For years, people mistook Elliot for famed darts player Eric Bristow, despite the fact that the two look nothing alike and merely share some initials. One day in a pub, Elliot got fed up with the constant cries of 180 and missed the dartboard. We're going to transfer me into our prison. We'll find out exactly what I've done a little bit later on. If you have the tier of Prison Architect where your name is in the game, please do let me know and I will add you to our game, because it'll be fun to follow around some of our prisoners and find out what they're getting up to. Hopefully we'll have some notable characters join the prison as well. But we will see how that works out as the game progresses. In the interim, let's have a look at the grants again. I need to unlock cell block A. But we can do that when we've unlocked finance. Okay. So, staff wellbeing. Have at least 5 guard. That's a tricky one because we haven't got any funds at the moment. Prison maintenance, health and well-being. That's the medical ward. We will need a medical ward pretty early on. I'm thinking maybe here. Maybe there. No, here makes more sense. But I want to do cell block A first. We've nearly finished finance. Oh, we're on normal speed. Let's speed things up. Our warden is researching finance for us. Let's put some more lights in down here. There we go. Like that. Lovely. Oh, they're going to be out of range of the electrical wires that I have put in. Let's go like that. We can hire the accountant now. Accountant. Plonk. So that's that done, which means we can now accept the grant for cell block A, which means we need a prisoner capacity of 15. So let's slow things down. In fact, let's pause things and let's build some cells. 1, 2. Ooh. Ah, that's interesting. I have done that wrong. I've done that wrong as well, haven't I? Ooh, I miscalculated. Okay. I know. That can be solitary. I always do those slightly differently. So let's do these, all along here. Oops. Like so. And equally along here. Yeah, I miscounted, didn't I? Because that should be a wall down there. I could extend that out by an extra block. That makes sense, doesn't it? And then demolish that. No, not that one. That one. That wall there. I haven't made the same mistake that side. So that one there. I'll tell you what, that could be like a little cleaning cupboard. Or something like that, couldn't it? That makes a lot of sense. Okay. Yeah, we'll go for that. That's going to be a cleaning cupboard. Intentional. Intentional. Let's go like this. Give them some power. And they are also going to need some water for their toilets. Will that do an area that size? I'm not sure. Let's go in like this. Along like that. Along like that. Back down there, and then we'll go in. Oh no, we already went in there. Okay. Let's go across like that to join those, just in case. I think that's okay. I don't remember how far the small pipes will allow you to take the water in. Oh, and they're going to need hot pipes as well. This one could be an issue, couldn't it? Oh no, they don't need hot pipes in there. Just the shower room needs hot pipes. Okay, so speed things back up again, and off go the builders to start building that. And they are going to need lights in these rooms, aren't they? One there, and then we'll go like this. Give them a light each, because, you know, we're generous like that. Oh. Ah. I didn't mean to put that light there. Oh well, never mind. We'll dismantle that one. Dismantle. Objects. Lights. There we go, and then we can put it in there instead. Put one there. And one there. So there's some lights in that building, in that room rather. And then we'll have some lights in the hallway in between, something like that. And that's a nice cell block being built. So then we'll put some beds and things in there. Where are we? So let's start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 we can cater for. Each of those is going to need a toilet, which can we afford? Oh, auto save there. Where did we get all those funds from? We must have got an up. Oh yeah, we got an upfront for this grant, didn't we? Come on, guys, hurry up! Get these things built. Where are they all? What are they all doing? Oh, they're all going back to get resources and things. The lights and oh, they're all getting trapped by the thing because we've got some prisoners arrived. Right, let's have a look at the prisoners. Let's let them all out of there first of all. Here we go. So, there is me. What am I in? I'm in for carjacking. 12 years. I pled not guilty for carjacking. Sentenced to 7 years for aggravated vehicle theft. Chislet trim. 5 years for rioting. That's not going to be fun. Don't know anything about him yet. Hopefully we'll find out some information about him as time goes on. A fearless gang member. We have a gang member, Duncan Pratt, sentenced to 10 years for multiple crimes, including carjacking, robbery, and burglary. Carjacking, robbery, burglary, and car theft. So he's in here for a total of 41 years, although he served 20 and a half. So he's got 20 and a half years with us. He's aged 40. He's got a wife, a daughter, and a father. So he's a gang member. We're going to have to keep an eye on him. Lee in for arson. Got 41 years for arson. Goodness me. Don't know much about him. Martin, stoical, ex-law enforcement, instigator. Sentenced for 19 years for arson. He's been convicted of armed robbery, criminal damage and burglary, and he's ex-law enforcement. Now, we're going to have to be careful with him. Ex-law enforcement has a tendency to get kind of beaten up. Or worse. He has an unknown reputation. That's concerning. Sentenced to 20 years for multiple crimes including arson and criminal damage. And Stubbs for manslaughter. Okay, got some tricky people in here. He's ex-law enforcement. We are possibly going to need to offer him some additional protection. And that normally comes in the form of somewhere separate to eat, somewhere separate to shower, etc. I'm going to put him on protective custody. Ex-law enforcement does tend to get the bad end of the deal. I'm going to put actually 4. That works out, but then a serving table was 5. So I'm going to create a very small protective custody canteen here, which will have an entrance there, and I'm going to build some cells for protective custody here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to have many people in protective custody. And then we'll have a jail door to get into that block. There. So we'll build that, and we'll have some protective custody cells, which we're going to need deployment for, actually. So we best get him working on security. And he can do deployment for us. We're possibly going to need some extra guards as well. So let's have a guard in there, so that things don't kick off on the first day. What are we eating today, guys? Looks like we have bacon and pea soup. Or cabbage. It's going to be cabbage soup, isn't it? Bacon and cabbage soup. Yummy, eh? Environment. You don't like your environment. Is that because it's dirty? So we need some cleaners in there, but that's going to come later. It is very dirty in here, isn't it? I'll tell you what, let's give these guys on the outside a window, shall we? Some slightly higher grade cells on the outside there. There we go. In fact, actually that one on the end there could have a window as well, couldn't it? Like that. Exterior window, that increases.